I'm offering now a short dynamic practice, which we will start on our mat seated, and then we'll progress to standing. And in fact, we will just be doing some standing postures and finish in Tadasana mountain posture today. So just a little something to get the energy moving and flowing. This does offer all the primary movements we need for our spine each day. So just a short practice that you can perhaps squeeze very easily into your day. And do please modify it as you see fit so that you stay safe and healthy during this practice. Okay? Recognizing that you know your body better than I do. And you can trust your inner wisdom to guide you through these movements. So let's just take a moment to come into our center as we invite our hands to meet in prayer position at the heart space. And just pausing into the stillness, into this sacred space that is your body breathing in this moment. And the recognition that each movement emerges from the breath. And this is also a tool for a couple of things actually. A tool to keep us present in the moment, to really invite the mind to anchor into the body and to stay focused. But also a barometer of how well we're doing in our posture. So if we notice we have, our breath pattern has changed or we're not breathing at all, it implies we've encountered a challenge that maybe we need to ease up and just take a pause. So do let your breath guide you through your movements today, keeping you focused and keeping you healthy. So let's just take a couple of more really full, deep, mindful breaths in, really feeling that inhale expanding, opening front, back, sides of the body. With the exhale breath, releasing the breath, shoulders drop, belly pulls to spine, emptying the lungs of the breath, anchoring down into the stability of your foundation. Always breathing through the nose, unless of course you're congested, of course, open the mouth a little bit, but inhaling full circumferential expansion as you fill the body with the nourishment of your breath. And as you exhale, the emptying, the letting go, the release. Even though we're empty, we're still strong. One more long, full, complete breath in. Exhale. Good. And now we will breathe and flow with our breath. So nice full breath in. And then as we exhale, we'll swoop the arms toward the floor. And inhale, let's inhale and take the arms all the way up alongside our ears. And then as we exhale, initiate your twist to your right. So your left hand comes to the right knee, right hand behind you, and you're gazing over the right shoulder, chin parallel to the floor. Nice. And then use the inhale to derotate the posture, to float those arms back up alongside ears. Your exhale to initiate the twist. So again, just mindful, it's our first twist, so just feeling into this, noticing how one side of the body might respond differently to the other, to the same movement. Inhale, center, taking the arms up, stretch, reach and lengthen. And then exhale, we're going to move into side bend. So right hand comes to the floor, left arm comes alongside the ear, and please do ensure that left sit bone is firmly anchored. Breathing into that side body, great for the lungs. And then inhale, rising up. Nice full breath in, and then exhale, let's place that left hand to the floor, right sit bone anchors, and lengthen through the right side of your waist. Head follows the movement of the spine. Excellent. And then inhale, center, and we're going to explore those exact same movements, but add a couple of variations to it. So with your exhale breath, you twist to your right. Good, chin parallel to the floor. Notice how this feels as you approach this a second time. Is it a bit more easeful or not? No judgment. And then please do dip your left shoulder down toward you so that right arm can float free. And here, just isolate the wrist joint. making some circles with the wrists. Can't think why we have to prepare our wrists. Maybe there's a downward dog or two coming your way. And then circle the other way. Good. And then inhale, center. Invite the other arm out, coming to that neutral point. And then with our exhale, let's take our twist to your right. Just feeling into that. How does it feel this second time around? And where's your breath? How's it doing? And then please now, maybe you're going to invite that left arm to come up, so dip through the front shoulder and make some circles on the ceiling with the hand. Good. And then equal number of circles, opposite direction. And then as you're complete with that, coming back to center, stretch, reach, lengthen. And then exhale, please anchor that right hand down and sink into your waistband. And then we're going to add a little opening here. So we're going to cradle the back of the skull with our your left hand. And then you're going to take your gaze up toward your left elbow. Feel the shoulder blades hugging the back. Good. Nice full breath in. And then exhale, we're going to move into flexion where we're just going to drape ourselves over that right knee. Now, if draping seems like a tall order, just do the best you can here. So it's just inviting the spine to move toward flexion. Good. And then we're going to inhale, we're going to walk the hands to center, creeping the fingers as far forward as they'll go. Keep the sit bones anchored. This might be a bit of a tall order for the hips. Just see how you do with it. And then walk those hands back in towards you, lifting the head, lifting the heart. And then we repeat that other direction. So again, use your inhale to lift you, to open you, to extend. Your exhale to root your right hand down, to extend through the left fingertips, to feel the opening through your waist. To cradle the back of the skull with your right hand. Shoulders draw together so we create nice openness at the chest. And if it's safe to do so, lifting your gaze up toward that elbow. Stay with the breath, keep breathing. This is long, strong posture. Exhale is the softening, the releasing as you drop and flex the spine over your left knee, left thigh. Walking the hands to center, extending the fingers as far forward as they'll go. The sense that you're melting your heart down toward the mat. Shoulders softening, hips saying something, I'm sure. If they're anything like mine. I'm just going to switch directions so maybe you can see a bit better. I'm sorry. All this new to me, all this video making business. So creeping the fingers as far forward as they'll go, as the sit bones stay down. Good. And now actually we're going to shift from this position onto all fours. So creeping the fingers as far forward as they'll go, so the buttocks lift from the floor. You're shifting your foundation now to hands and knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath of your hips. Inhale, soft belly, open heart, looking up for your cow. And the toes can be tucked under here. I think you can see my toes. Let's move it this way. Toes tucked under. And then as you exhale into your angry cat, flatten the feet, navel center to spine, chin toward the chest, shoulders separate, feet flat on the floor. And then inhale, tuck the toes under. Start to fill the body with the breath. The belly is soft. Shoulders draw together, lifting up. And then flat. The top of the feet come to the floor. Pull navel center to spine. Take your angry cat. So again, you're moving with your breath here so that you can mobilize each vertebra in the spine. The spine is our fountain of youth. We're as young as our spine is flexible. So we've got to keep it bubbling over with flexibility. The other benefit for cat and cow too is the beautiful effect it has on our nervous system, helping to calm the nervous system. It pumps the synovial fluid from the base of the brain, base of the spine up to the brain, Good. And then we're going to come to our, when we next come to angry cat, just pause angry cat. Really enjoy a nice full breath in here that expands the ribs, front, back, sides of the ribs. Nice for releasing any tension in that thoracic spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to come to neutral spine, spine parallel to the floor. Excellent. I think this is where I just have to shift the camera because we're going to come up to our first down dog. So spreading the fingers wide, that nice commitment through base of index finger and base of pinky fingers. And in this down dog, why don't you keep your knees bent? Really feel that you're pushing your chest back toward your thighs. So you're creating this beautiful extension through the spine. The hands are pressing the earth away from you. Knees are bent. Good. And then we're going to alternate. One leg straightens. Ooh, feel that stretch into the calf muscle all the way into the heel. And then changing sides. Go slow at first. You don't want to miss out on all this. All these sensations. Ooh. And then you can pick it up a little bit if you like. Or maybe you feel that long, slow stretch is exactly what your body needs in this moment. So just feel into what's right for you. No right or wrong. Good. And then bend both your knees again. Push your chest back toward your thighs. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the spine. And then we're going to, so keep those knees bent. We're going to walk our hands back toward our feet. I just have to bring my feet forward so you can see. Neck is soft, head is heavy, arms and shoulders relaxed. It might feel nice here to shake the head, yes or no, to release any tension in neck or shoulders. Knees can stay bent, and then you're going to just slowly roll the spine up, one vertebra at a time. Slow, slow, slow. And then as you get up to standing, just move my equipment here a little bit so you can see everything. I wish you could see my fancy equipment. Have to improvise these days. I have a block and a stool as my tripod. It's good. So we're standing now at the back of our mat. Okay, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Excellent. And we're going to take the right foot forward. Good. And then bring the hands alongside that right foot. We have to bring you down again. Hang on, so I can show you. All right, so you have the right foot forward, left leg extending out through the left heel, so that left leg is really nice and strong. Good. We're going to work with the hamstrings first. So nice full breath in, and then as we exhale, we're going to move that right leg towards straightness, nose toward the knee, and just pulse between lunge and straightening. Now don't worry, this right leg might not straighten, that's okay. We're just moving in that direction, alternating from lunge position to extension. Just noticing how this feels for you. Now when we next come toward our extension, for me, it helps to bring my back foot forward quite a bit actually, so that I can really invite that front leg to straighten and feel that opening through the back of my leg, my hamstrings. They're tight. Hips are square to the short edge of the mat, neck moving, nose moving toward knee. And when you feel complete with that, bending that front knee, take the other leg back, pause, and then we'll root through the hands. We'll step the right leg back even with the left and come back to your down facing dog, looking back at the knees, heels moving toward the floor. Please don't force it, just that sense of direction you're moving toward. Now if your hamstrings are good, just walk your hands straight back toward the feet. If your hamstrings are not good, bend your knees as much as you need to, and then walk your hands all the way back. Good. And then pausing here, bend the arms, cradle the elbows in the palms of the opposite hand. So we're using gravity, the weight of the torso, to deepen that sense of a forward fold. Maybe noticing the difference between the two legs. How does it feel after you've done one leg? Good, and maybe just swinging those clasped arms from one side to the other. Creating that window frame shape for your head, just a dangle between. Good. And then release the hands. And then bring the hands to the shins, flat back, looking up. And then we'll use our next inhale to rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands at the heart. I'm just going to shift position so you can see the other side. But of course, you stay where you are. Okay. So here we are. Hands come to the hips. So we're going to step forward now with the opposite leg. So bringing, I think it's your left foot forward. Right heel is lifted. Hands outside that left foot. Okay, so really tap into length and strength. That's what we're looking for here. So that back leg really strong, as if the back of the thigh were lifting toward the ceiling and you're extending through the heel dynamically. So you lengthen from heel to tailbone, tailbone through crown of the head. Good. And now let's check in with the hamstring here on your left side. So moving that left leg towards straightness, or not as straight as that leg will go. Please don't force. Inhale to lunge and exhale towards straightness. Just pulsing this movement with your breath. Good, nice. And then when we do our next movement towards straightness in that front leg, please invite that back leg to step as close as it needs to. So you can really invite the left leg to be as straight as possible. Nose toward the knee, hands might be on the shin or the thigh. Even if you have long enough arms or flexibility, maybe they're outside the foot. So wherever you are with it, just be happy with it. Neck is soft, head is heavy. Good. And then bend that front knee and please invite the right leg back so you step back into your strong lunge. And then invite the front foot to go back to the back. So you're moving back to your down dog, spreading the fingers wide. Of course, if you're struggling with a shoulder injury or hands or wrists and it's too much pressure for you in down dog, there's no need to do it. You can always come down to all fours or child's pose even. And then just help yourself to standing, best way for you. Either walking the hands toward the feet or the feet toward the hands, or a little combination of the two. I'm going to do that to stay in the camera. Neck is soft, head is heavy, arms and shoulders has that forward fold feeling. Just let the head go. Neck is soft, head is heavy. Feeling strong through the legs. So soothing for the nervous system, the forward folds. Inhale up, flat back, looking up. And using your next inhale to rise all the way up. And exhale, hands meet, prayer position at the heart. Good. Sorry, I'm just shifting because we're going to do the lunge series again, but we're going to add an element of a twist and balance with the next lunge series. All right, so hands to your hips. You're going to keep your left foot down. Please take right foot forward. I did forget to say that if you need a block, if your hands don't reach the floor, you could use a block, or if you don't have any blocks at home, have you got some good books, big books that you could use to elevate underneath your hands. All right, so again, how do you feel about this? Is strong lunge too intense? I have to bring this down a bit, I think, so you can see. Sorry. All right. So if the strong lunge, if the knee lifted is too much for you, of course, bring the knee down. If there's, do you need to pad under the knee? So take your time to get your things that you need for that. I am going to keep my knee lifted because the floor I'm working on is quite hard. All right, so the tummy is going to rest on the thigh. I think I might just have to come back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And you're going to extend your arms alongside your ears, really like a narrow. Good. And then you're going to inhale and take the arms up alongside your ears. I'll just shift so you can see what I'm doing. arms wide. Push it even higher, sorry. So arms up alongside the ears. Open the arms wide like a cross. Good, hot cross buns. Cross is that symbolism between heaven and earth. Inhale, take the arms back up alongside the ears. Make a steeple with the index finger. Exhale, tummy on the thigh. So just adjust, so deep pause there, tummy on the thigh. Excellent. And then we'll bring the left hand inside the right foot and we'll twist, looking up. Good. And then we'll bring that hand down alongside front foot. Now, how do you want to change legs? Hop, skip, jump, wing and a prayer, or just changing out legs? So, whew. Okay, changing legs. Excellent. Tummy rests on the front thigh. Make that steeple with your index fingers. You extend. Inhale, take the arms up alongside the ears. Nice full breath in. Open the arms wide. Cross shape. Take the arms back up alongside the ears. Make a steeple with your index finger. Exhale, tummy rests on the thigh. And then open the arms and you take your twist. Opposite direction. Nice. Hands alongside front foot. Please step back foot forward even with the front. So here we are in our standing forward fold. Neck is soft, head is heavy, arms and shoulders relaxed. Pausing, breathing. Notice how the hamstrings are feeling. Inhale, flat back, looking up. And then with our next inhale, let's invite both arms to come up. And then as we exhale, hands meet, prayer position at our heart. Good. Just taking a moment to notice how you feel after that little series of lunges. Good. And now, so we're just taking a moment in our Tadasana, our mountain posture, feeling the feet connecting to the earth, feeling tailbone moving toward pubic bone, navel centered to spine, this invisible thread that connects the crown of the head to the ceiling, shoulders soft, dead weights in the fingertips. Just allowing the breath to return to normal as you feel into your stability and your strength in your feet. And we're going to work with standing postures. And today, to work with the external rotation of the hips, we're going to do triangle to extended triangle, and then we're going to move into Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon. So if you have a block or a book or whatever you use, if you feel, or even a chair nearby if you need to, or any piece of furniture nearby, if you're feeling a little unsteady, it'd be good for the balance. Okay, so getting everything you need in place, and then we'll start by bringing our hands to meet prayer position at the heart, and then step, or if you're feeling very energetic, you could jump your feet wide apart. And let's just bring our hands to our hips and just check in here. If our pelvis is tilting too far forward, there'll be a sense of tightness in the groin. You really want to soften that. So pubic bone goes toward tailbone. So we keep our hips and our low back stable and healthy for this series. These are really good postures for strengthening the legs, aligning the spine, and opening through hip and shoulder joints. So from here, let's extend our arms out strong, straight, parallel to the floor, and just check your alignment. You want to have your ankles aligned underneath your wrists so that you're getting this beautiful sense of opening through the hips. But again, do stay mindful because you might have some hip issues that don't allow you to extend your legs this wide. So working within your parameter of health. So from your right hip socket, so feel the right hip socket initiate the movement as you angle right foot 90 degrees, back foot turns in 45 degrees. And you're gonna, I wonder if I need to reposition. I'll just reposition this for a moment. So, okay, all right. you exhale, you're going to reach out through those right fingertips and bring that right hand to rest where it will. Now for some of you, you might be able to get your hand all the way to the floor. Others of us might not be so flexible, or maybe we just don't have long enough arms. So just bring your hand to where it feels right for you as you take your other arm, your left arm, straight up. Palm faces toward me. Feel the head as an extension of the spine, so from tailbone through crown of the head. So as we take triangle to the right, this is really good for our liver. And of course our liver, actually it's one of the biggest organs in the body. It weighs about 3 pounds, so if my memory serves me correctly. And of course is responsible for detoxification as well as digestion. And then deepen that squeeze massage for the liver even more as you invite that left arm alongside the left ear, really extending from your hip joint through the shoulder joint out through the fingertips. Nice. Now this is where we go on our balance adventure. So bending your right knee, hand can come to the floor and walk the hand 12 inches or so. See, I'll move back so you can see. 12 inches or so in front of that foot, and then the left one drags in a little bit and we lift up. Now, of course, you could have a hand on the floor to help you get placed, so why don't we do that? So that weight-bearing leg, your right leg strong and straight, that left leg also equally strong and straight, as if the foot is flexed, as if you're pressing it into an imaginary wall. And then draw that pelvic floor in and up so you engage your core to support you, and take the arms straight up. Keep your gaze at the floor, unless you're feeling really well balanced, in which case, of course, lift your gaze up toward your fingertips. What's going on in that weight-bearing foot? Are you pressing through the base of your big toe and your pinky toe? Or are you gripping furiously with your toes? See if you can keep those middle 3 toes soft so that you know you're breathing. Okay, it's not long enough. Bend your right knee, anchor that right foot down, and then inhale and just help yourself back up to 5-pointed star. You can bring the arms alongside. Maybe take a couple of shoulder rolls or shoulder shrugs or whatever might need to be done to release what you might be feeling after that effort. And then let's take that other direction. So again, hands on the hips. Take a moment to check the alignment of your hips, that you're standing tall, rooted through the feet. And then let's take this the other way. So from your left hip socket, pivot left foot 90 degrees, back foot 45. Take the arms out, strong, straight, parallel to the floor, and check your alignment, making any adjustment you need to ensure the ankles are underneath your wrist joints. Please extend through your left fingertips and invite the left hand to come and rest where it will on that left side as you extend the right fingertips up toward the ceiling. So we're working on the other side of the body now. So when we work with this asymmetrical postures, we become aware of how one side of the body might be quite different to the other. So just notice with loving kindness. Please release around any criticism or judgment around what arises. Just breathe in compassion, kindness for what is in this moment. And then inviting that deeper extension through the side body as the fingertips reach, lengthen. Beautiful. Can you feel that stretch? Maybe even from the outer edge of that right foot through the hip, shoulder, out through the fingertips. How do you feel about balancing on this side? Oh, I'm lucky I've got a chair in this direction. So you're going to bend your left knee, walk the hands 12 inches or so in front of the foot. Invite the back leg to lift. Of course, if you need to bring the hand to the floor, I'll just get closer so you can see. To get yourself positioned, of course, do that. You know, we do yoga to feel good, to feel strong, to feel healthy. We don't want to create any injury. And then if you feel that it's okay to lift that right arm up, go for it. Maybe even visualizing yourself as a starfish, radiating out from your center. And balance is always dynamic, it's never still. We're breathing, there might be little movements going on here. Good. And then coming down, whoops, good, release, and shaking it, shake everything out. What needs to be let go of here? Good, excellent. All right. Whew. And then just coming to that standing position where the feet are underneath, actually feet are quite wide. We're gonna, actually no, they're not as wide as that. Their ankles just a little wider than apart, because we're going to work with the breath of joy now. All right, so this is the breath in 3 parts. We're going to inhale the breath in 3 parts. We're going to take a movement with our arms with that breath. I'll demonstrate for you. And then we're going to exhale the breath through the open mouth. We exhale the breath, we're going to hit the floor with the hands, and you can bend your knees. So let me show you first, okay? So we're going to extend the arms out, so it's got it? So it's breath of joy. Keep going. You're drawing in with your breath. Oh, that feels joyful and happy. So, and then when you exhale through the open mouth and hit the floor, you're giving to the earth what you no longer need to hold on to. Just let it go. Drawing in all that's good and releasing any negativity with your exhale breath and that connection to the earth. And then just hang down here. And as you hang down here, just sway and move in a way that feels sweet for your body here. Just releasing. Good. And then just slowly rolling the spine up, 1 vertebra at a time. Nice. And then as you come to standing, just bringing the feet together, arms alongside. Just taking a moment here to reflect on how your body is feeling about those actions that we took. The mind also, allowing things to settle. And then just inviting 1 hand on tummy, 1 hand on heart. Feeling the pulsation of the heart. This invitation to integrate those movements that we explored into our body-mind complex, into our nervous system. These postures that serve us not only on the physical level, but they soothe the nervous system, the mind, and they work really well on the internal systems of the body to strengthen our immune system, our nervous system, digestive systems, all those systems that work so hard for us. Releasing the hands alongside. Standing in the strength of mountain posture. Breathing. Keeping that connection to the breath so you're able to think straight as you stand strong. Hands come to meet, prayer position at the heart space. Nice full breath in. With your exhale breath, bow into the seat of your compassion with gratitude. My gratitude to you for joining me for this short dynamic practice, and I hope you feel it will serve you well. So, namaste.